If you quit when it hurts, you'll live a life that hurts even more. But if you push when it burns, when it shakes, when it feels impossible, you won't just build muscle. You'll build a mindset that makes you unstoppable in America's toughest arenas. You don't walk into the gym to feel comfortable. You walk in to change. The iron doesn't care about your mood, your excuses, or your bad day. It only responds to force. And every time you grip that bar, you make a decision. Stay average or become something rare. Most people quit when it burns, when their lungs are on fire, when their arms start shaking. But that shaking, that burn, that's weakness packing its bags. That's the old version of you getting evicted. Growth doesn't feel good. It feels like pressure. It feels like doubt. It feels like one more rep when your brain is screaming to stop. But champions don't negotiate with pain. When you load that weight, you're not just lifting steel. You're lifting responsibility. You're lifting discipline. You're lifting standards. Every drop of sweat is proof that you showed up when it would have been easier to stay home. Every rep is a deposit into the bank of self-respect, and self-respect compounds. Nobody sees the early mornings. Nobody hears the silent promises you make to yourself before the sun rises. That's where separation happens. That's where you decide you're built different. Not because of genetics, not because of luck, but because you refuse to fold. Comfort is a drug. It whispers, "Take it easy." It tells you, "You've done enough." But enough doesn't build greatness. Enough builds average. And average is crowded. Average is safe. Average is invisible. You were not built to be invisible. The bar gets heavy for everyone. The difference? Some people put it down forever. Others adjust their grip and pull harder. When your muscles scream, when your vision blurs, when your body begs for mercy, that is the exact moment your character is being written. Pressure creates diamonds, but only if the material refuses to crack. The gym is not just a room with weights. It's a battlefield. And every set is a fight between who you are and who you could be. The mirror doesn't lie. The results don't lie. Effort always leaves a receipt. You want confidence? Earn it. You want strength? Build it. You want respect? Become undeniable. This isn't about six-pack abs or bigger arms. This is about control. Control over your habits, control over your thoughts, control over your life. Because if you can push through pain under a barbell, you can push through pressure in business, in relationships, in life. Discipline transfers. Every time you choose the hard rep, you train your mind to choose the hard path outside these walls. And that's where real winners are made. Not in comfort, not in convenience, but in commitment. So the next time the weight feels impossible, smile. That's your opportunity. That's your invitation to level up. Ordinary people run from resistance. Warriors run toward it. You are not here to participate. You are here to dominate your weaknesses, to break limits, to rewrite what you thought was possible. The world doesn't reward talk. It rewards proof. So step under the bar, grip it tight, breathe deep, and lift like the future version of you is watching, because they are. There will be days when the weight feels heavier than it should. Days when your energy is low, your mind is distracted, and doubt creeps in quietly. That is the test. Not the PR day, not the highlight reel. The real test is who you become when nobody would blame you for quitting. Because quitting is easy. Quitting is normal. Quitting is accepted. But you are not here to be accepted. You are here to evolve. Every plate you add is a statement. Every set you finish is a declaration that your standards are rising. You are not chasing motivation. Motivation fades. It depends on feelings, and feelings change with the weather. Discipline does not care about the weather. Discipline shows up in the storm. You don't need hype music. You don't need applause. You need a decision. A decision that the old version of you is done. A decision that average is no longer an option. A decision that pain is not your enemy, but your teacher. Pain exposes weakness. Pressure reveals gaps. And instead of running from those gaps, you attack them. That is how limits disappear. Understand this. Your body adapts to the demand you place on it. If you demand comfort, it becomes soft. If you demand growth, it becomes powerful. The same is true for your mind. Every time you push past what feels possible, your brain rewires what it believes is possible. That is transformation. The barbell is honest. It gives you exactly what you earn. No more, no less. It doesn't care about your followers. It doesn't care about your talk. It responds only to effort. And effort is the one variable you fully control. When your muscles are burning and your heart is pounding, that is not weakness. That is proof you are alive. Proof you are fighting. Proof you refused to stay the same. Most people spend their lives negotiating with their limits. They say, "This is enough." They say, "This is who I am." But you rewrite the script. You add one more rep. You hold the plank 10 seconds longer. You run one more mile. That extra effort compounds, day by day, rep by rep, choice by choice. And one day, you look back and realize the impossible became normal. The weight that once crushed you is now your warm-up. The discipline that once felt extreme is now your standard. That is the reward. Not just muscle, not just strength, but identity. You become someone who does hard things, and when life throws pressure at you outside the gym, you don't panic. You've been here before. You've felt discomfort. You've pushed through resistance. You've trained for this. The gym was never just about aesthetics. It was about armor. Mental armor, emotional armor, physical armor. You built it rep by rep, breath by breath. So when doubt whispers, answer with action. When fear shows up, answer with effort. When excuses appear, silence them with discipline. You are not chasing a finish line. You are building a lifestyle, a standard, a mindset that refuses to break. No limits, no shortcuts, no surrender. Step up, load the bar, embrace the pressure, and lift like there is no backup plan.